You have previously seen me build demos for clients, but now we're going to go into a deep dive of every cool thing that you can do inside of this agent building platform. Before we do anything else, I want to cover on the pricing, because right now you can see that I have 120,000 credits left. And if we go inside of home right here inside of 11 agents, we can see how much we have spent so far, which has been what I've been doing when building the demo. And you can see we have done a total of 31 calls with an average duration of around a minute, and that has costed 10,000 credits. And if you go to the billing page, you can see what is included. On the free plan, we have 15 minutes of calls included. On the $6 a month plan, we have 75 minutes of call included. And on the $22 a month, we have 275 minutes of calls included. So here's probably the plan that I would recommend that you take. I would start completely for free. I would even say when you're building out demos, you can actually live and stay on the free plan until you close your first client. You have 15 minutes of calls included. So what you would do is that you would go in, create a demo, and that might take you like 5 minutes of call time just to dial it in when you're using my prompt. Again, you can find my prompt for the voice agent that I did for the demo right below this video. And then later, when you actually land your first client, if you want to do a lot of demos, you might need the starter plan, which is $6 a month. And then later, when you close clients, you might need to upgrade to the $22 a month plan. If you wanted to do a bunch of calls, then Pro, Scale, and Business is probably the one that you would take a look at. But the great thing is that it scales with our needs. Just wanted to make the pricing very transparent before you start setting all of this up. And then like some softwares, they are extremely expensive. So you set it up and you realize, okay, it doesn't make sense. Can't afford it anyways. So now you know the pricing, you know you can start on the free plan. And then you might, if you're doing a lot of demos, need to upgrade to the starter plan. In the first part of this course, we're going to go over all of the cool things that you can do inside of Lemon Labs. And then later, which is probably the most valuable part of this entire course, we're going to deep dive into how you also build agents that speak other languages. And the reason this is so valuable is because this is brand new. Like 6 months ago, you wouldn't be able to do this. The voices have all of a sudden gotten really, really good in a bunch of different languages as well. So let's create a new agent. As a starting point, I'm going to create a new agent, and I'm going to choose the business agent. I'm going to choose, let's do a car detailing agent again, just so it fits on what we're already building. We're going to choose service scheduling, click continue. And for now, we're not going to change anything here. We're just going to have it create the agent, and we won't even use this prompt that it's generating right now. Instead, we're going to go in and we're going to find the prompt. Again, you can find this docs right below this video as well. But here we're going to take this entire prompt, copy it. There we go. Now it has the new agent. We're going to delete the entire system prompt and paste this in instead. And then we're going to go down and take this first message as well. I'll change this from warmly to confidently. That is the voice that I've seen look the best. And then we're going to change it like this. So now we have a good starting point, right? This is the starting point that we also created in the demo. So you already know how to do this, but we can do so much more inside of this platform. I'm also going to choose a voice. I'm going to choose the same voice that we used last time as well, which was Denver right here. And I'm going to turn on confidently as the only one. Confidently is extremely good. It is the audio tag that I've seen perform the best. We're going to start by having it in English language, but later in this deep dive as well, we're also going to take a look at how do you build agents in other languages too. For the large language model, we're going to keep Gemini 2.5 Flash. We're going to keep the agent as default behavior.